right, we are live, everybody, with session 8 of D&D 5e Out of the Abyss. Leemooggoogoon has risen. Now what? Who would like to remind us what happened last time?
Oh boy. All right. So there were a variety of fishman politics which we got involved in, and then suddenly became dramatically less relevant towards the end of the session. As you know, we got involved with there's this group worshiping this new god. They're in conflict with the old god. Oh, with the worshippers of the old god, and we need to, pick a side. The priest of the old god was asking us to help. He was gonna have us kill his own daughter, which was that must have been pretty traumatic. And then we were helping out with that, and then a Demogorgon showed up, and all the fish people are gone now. I'm surprised we're alive, and it's time to find a place that isn't gonna get us killed with demons, because we're now 2 for 2 on escaping settlements right as they're wiped out by demons.
Yeah, that about covers it.
I could go into the details of the particular fish people we dealt with and the traders and everything like that. They're all dead now, so yeah.
They are all dead now, yes. So you guys fled on foot. During this time, there have been the occasional earthquakes and just general rumbling down here in the Underdark. I don't think you really had any desired direction except away, and speed was fast. And after a few hours of fleeing and stopping to catch your breath, it doesn't look like anybody is following you.
Or anything.
Or anything, yes.
All right.
And it's hard to say if those earthquakes and rumblings are Demogorgon doing what he is doing, or perhaps some side effect now that he is out. Something else may have been happening. But they happen every few hours, and it's minor for the most part. No cave-ins yet, no massive rock slides or anything, no yawning fissures opening up in front of you. Just minor rumbling in the distance.
We're on the lake, right? In the boat?
You guys fled on foot, I thought.
Because the Demon Lord was
in the water.
Okay.
Water.
But I assumed we were going to get to a shore and then deploy the boat and get into it.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, we did. We did get the folding boat.
You did have a folding boat, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But right now you are still in a cave complex, trying to work your way to some water.
Okay. Okay. Do the earthquakes, they seem to be getting more intense, less intense? Is there any difference that can be told there, or coming
yes
from any
and no.
particular direction? Anything?
No direction. It's really hard to say. It just starts to shake. A few of them are minor to where if you lean against a wall, you're fine. Occasionally, it maybe intensifies a little bit to where somebody might trip, but for the most part, they've been manageable.
Okay. Well,
and how is everybody doing on rests and stuff?
I think I'm pretty good.
If memory serves, we got a long rest right before murdering family members.
The fish people, yeah.
Yeah.
I
could definitely use a short rest. I got very badly clawed up by a lightning Kuatoa. But otherwise, I'm mostly fine. Yeah, so probably at some point take a short rest and then continue trying to work our way around to the water to try and...
Take the short rest in the boat. Let's get into the water first. Underway.
Sure.
All right. On your way to the water, you happen to be traveling through a cave. You are relatively aware that, generally speaking, the water is to your right. You haven't been twisting too much, and I don't know if dwarves still have a sense of direction underground or not.
The only relevant ability we have is Stone Cunning, which gives us bonuses for figuring out the origin of stonework. So there's no like natural underground sense. It's just we're good at recognizing various kinds of crafted stone.
Got it. So as you're moving through this cavern, up ahead, you see a
Severely
shimmering
tempted
light.
to take
Oh, wait.
keen mind, so I always know which way is north, but sadly passed on it this time.
This is a dark tunnel. Everybody, for the most part, can see in the dark. Iris can move her dancing lights, but since she's not here at the moment, we will ignore that little fact. And up ahead, you all hear, rather quickly, clacking noises up in the darkness. Up ahead, there is a break in the tunnel, both to the right and left. And let me move you over here. Once I'm on the right side, okay. So you guys are working your way, trying to get back to the water. You are in here, you believe, up and to the right, or towards your right, if you get that way, would lead you to some water, or to the back to the Dark Lake, when you all hear a click, click, clacking noises coming from presumably that tunnel to the right, and then from that little branch tunnel to the right, two hook horrors cross your vision and go into the tunnel across the way.
Do they seem to notice us?
They don't seem like it. They seem to be moving rather quickly.
What were they?
Hook horrors.
Could we tell if they looked like they were running from something or to something?
Yes.
You could tell with hook orders?
They were running away from whatever's behind them and towards whatever's in front of them.
That is... Oh, yep, fair enough. All right.
And
I think we should follow them.
I have some art here, I think. For anybody that may have never seen a hook horror.
Just little.
I literally just painted up some of these guys.
All of them? Why?
Get to the turn order. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh dear.
I no longer have D&D Beyond integration, so I'll have to roll it on the table.
I've been doing that all along.
Yeah, if you want, you can transfer all of the info onto a character sheet on the table.
Huh. I wonder who's going to go first.
Why is Demogorgon on the table? It was just showing me it was empty a minute ago.
He's back.
You thought you got away. Haha.
And I don't like that it no longer replaces entries, it just adds another entry. So everybody rolled initiative, it duplicated them.
I only see 3 initiatives on the turn order.
Oh, I see multiples.
Yeah, I just see 3 right now.
I still see just 3.
Alright, let me fix it on my end then. Falls, you have that one. Okay, Zahn'dohr is not that one. Obzam is not that one.
I probably should have figured out how to import my character instead of trying to repair my laptop.
I don't think you can import it from D&D Beyond onto Roll20. You'd have to manually enter all the details. I need to make sure my script is running here.
Can you see when I roll on the Beyond app?
Let me look. Yes, if I'm looking through the campaign info, I can see the game log dice rolls. Alright, now that worked.
Anybody know if there's a way for me to manually add my initiative to the initiative table?
Can you not roll from your character sheet on Roll20? Or?
It's on there now. You would right-click your... oh, wait a minute. If you don't have a dex score.
I got a 17.
Yeah, it's on there as a 7. Oh, wait a minute.
I don't see it on the table.
Yeah, that was an old number that I edited, so let me do this. Alright, why didn't it show up? All right. Do you see yourself on there now?
Yep. There.
All right. So on 26, Hook Horrors just ran across the thing. What is Falls doing?
All right. Balls is going to hold an action. He's going to level his longbow at the hole that they just came across, and he is going to hold for whatever nasty thing is coming out of that to lay a shot down.
All right. You're readying an action to shoot whatever comes out.
Does that include hook horrors?
Yes. I mean, anything that doesn't look like a friendly adventure that's chasing these guys down. Anything that looks, yeah, like it could attack us. Is that clear enough?
Yeah.
The trigger. Okay, cool. And that'll be my action.
And then Rukook, you moved up.
Peered after the hook horrors.
And double moving, you can peer after the Hook Horrors. It looks like they seem intent on working down that tunnel still. That tunnel is... Oh, what was the P again? I believe it's a tight passage, so anything large has to squeeze. Medium or smaller creatures can move through them normally.
See or hear anything from that direction, like fighting or screams? I don't know, anything.
Give me a perception roll. Where did my...
There we go. I found it. I got a 5. I suck.
All right. Yeah, you don't hear anything, and looking in the... glancing up the other passage at the moment, you don't see anything in that direction either.
Okay, that was my action, I guess.
All right. On... before that Hook Horror goes... very quickly, as you're glancing back at the Hook Horror, you do hear something as it comes around the corner and begins to kind of yip and howl, I guess is the right phrase. There seems to be a knoll.
Knoll down which corridor?
The
Yeah.
one that Rukook can see. Alright, Hook Horror in the front is going to squeeze. I believe they have 30 feet, so it's going to double move. to there. And the other Hakor is going to follow it. Did I get... Alright. Still had falls as a duplicate there. There is more yipping and barking becomes audible as another gnoll seems to come around the corner there. And this one does not seem too intelligent, so he is going to move on out, double move. Zahn'dohr, you now see a gnoll that emerges from that side passage.
I believe there
that
was a held action.
that should trigger my arrows.
Go for it.
All right, and I should still have 2 shots because of Dread Ambusher, so I'll go ahead and...
The Dread Ambusher has set an ambush.
Is Dread Ambusher in addition on an attack action?
So it's the first attack. I get to make an additional attack, and that additional attack deals an extra 1d8 damage if it hits. So I'm assuming a 25 hits for that first one.
We got bigger problems.
Yep.
Yeah, 25 hits.
For a whopping 6 damage. But quickly notches his second arrow. Oops, sorry, that was supposed to be a longbow. Did I do short bow? Let me just roll damage for a longbow, or we can keep that either way. And then, so longbow is what I meant to click. 20, does a 21 hit?
21 hits, yes.
That's going to do 9 piercing, and then we'll do an additional 3 piercing. So 12 piercing for that second shot, and 6 or 7, whichever you want to use for that first one. I just clicked the wrong.
No, that's fine. I will add the point to this damage here. Also,
I still don't know. Would I have gotten advantage on those?
yes.
Don't know if it matters or not.
You hit on both of them. Yes, you would have. Technically, if Iris was here, you wouldn't have, because you'd probably be in light a little bit, but...
Alright, we'll just leave it as is, then.
Iris is just, lagging behind the group a little bit, and wheezing a little. We'll catch up immediately after the battle, of course.
So, Zahn'dohr, it is your turn.
Oh.
And now that you are aware of the yipping and barking, there does seem to be more of it down that passageway.
I guess I'll take a couple of steps up so I can stand next to the falls. And then... How far is that guy? the gnoll that came out, did they look like they were also fleeing, or are they like the thing that is being fled from?
That gnoll has a spear in. What do you have a spear or his bow out?
I guess one good question is: did the hook horrors look injured when they ran through, or
It was too quick to tell.
okay?
I will say he has his longbow out, so potentially it looks like he is on the hunt.
Did these
Cool.
gnolls just have hook horrors as hunting dogs?
Or prey. One or the other, maybe. I am content to hold my action here to see, like, if this dude does aggressive things to my party member, because I'm also very happy to just let them all charge after those hook horrors and leave us alone. So I will ready a mind sliver to see if this guy wants to start some shit.
Okay. If he survives long enough to actually get another action.
Yeah, somebody attacks my party members, they're gonna get some brain melting.
I'm gonna go ahead and move up and hey, second null. All right, well, I think I should hit this one. We already started shooting it. It feels like a mistake not to finish what we start there. If 19 hits, then 14 damage.
19 does hit.
Gonna put it down.
A 14 damage puts it down.
All right. And also if it moves before my next turn, then it takes 1d8 extra damage.
That'll show.
It falls to the ground. Does that count?
I don't think so. I think you have to leave the square you're in.
Obzam takes old Yeller out behind the shed.
Bonk.
Now everybody is sad.
And that is more.
Alright, next Knoll. Yeah, he's gonna move up to there. Dropping his longbow along the way and drawing out a spear. And the next one... is going to go there, keep out his spear. Alright, some stuff happening behind the scenes there.
The Demogorgon moving closer, 5 feet closer every round, just off in the darkness somewhere.
I'm I'm going to run through initiative real quick so it keeps track correctly. Okay, Falls, you are up.
All right. I think I need to get somewhere where I can shoot these guys. Hoping this other tunnel offers a better vantage. So I think I'm going to use my feline agility, which means I can double my move. I just can't move again. My next turn, I have to remain in the same spot.
Getting a payday loan on movement.
All right, so let's go to that square. So that'll be 55 feet of movement. I just want to see what it is. You can see there. Okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead and dash so I can use the rest of my movement here. But I'll take it in chunks. So that should be 70. I probably won't use all of it. Oh, wow. So then I think I've got. Oops. And I'll definitely have my hood up for sure. But so I'm going to move up to here. Actually, here. And I think that's all I can do this turn.
I have a more manageable amount of NPCs, and I forgot to roll for them. So
wait, well, let me make sure I don't have any bonus actions. That would make sense. Here. No. Okay, I think I am done. Oops.
Good, people are setting off explosives.
Okay. I think I'm gonna move and engage the gnolls.
Well, actually, I'll cast Hail of Thorns. It's a bonus action, so it's just on my next attack, just to have that charged.
sorry about that.
There we go. I finally put my move there. Okay. $23 to hit.
That'll hit.
10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright, 10 bludgeoning seems to significantly hurt it. But it is still up.
Yep, I'm done.
Alright. No. This gnoll is going to fire with his longbow. He's going to fire at Rukook. have cover because of the thing, so +2. I'll give him a -2 to his attack. Does a 14 hit you?
Nope. AC 16 base.
Okay.
Do I have line of sight on him?
No. I
Okay.
don't. No. It's
That's fine.
around the corner back here. Right, hook horrors are still fleeing. The next gnoll to go is the gnoll that died. He's going to move and take more damage. Zahn'dohr, you are up now.
I'll take a couple of steps forward so that I can get an eyeball on these guys. There's a couple more dudes in there.
Yep, you should now be able to see 3 more.
Yeah, I got 3 guys I can see. I will mind sliver the first guy. He's got to make an intelligence saving throw.
What is the DC?
14.
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls.
It's not my fault they're small-brained dog monsters.
Wow, I rolled a 19, so he resulted in a 17.
Well, all right then. Oh wait, I have a new thing I can do. I forgot.
Oh, also, roll a d20. Straight d20.
14.
Okay. Carry on.
If he can make a strength saving throw plus DC 14.
He rolls a 15.
All right. That's my turn.
Why
Stupid.
am I... I don't need all my rolls private. I don't know where that is. Alright, Bupido. Bupido's gonna move to that corner and guard against the hook horrors re-emerging. Yeah. And Jim Jar. Can't really do much unless they come out here. Alright, Obzam.
I could make this complicated, but there's a gnoll within reach of my hammer, so I think I'll keep it simple. That will be a natural 1. I do not think I will be hitting this man today. All right.
Not with a natural 1. Not this time, anyway.
Seems unlikely. Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
that gnoll is up. He's got 2 targets, however, the dwarf that recently attacked him, he is going to attack back. He rolls a 12. He is not going to attack successfully. the other one. Yeah, he's going to do this. He is going to attempt to get around falls, not seeing falls. Probably bump into falls and take a blind stab at falls with disadvantage. And only gets a 7.
That'll miss. Right.
And in, what does he speak? Knoll. He says something in Knoll, so more yipping and yapping.
All right. Well, that kind of ruins my hail of thorns. I guess I'm gonna have to try to stab him here. So hail of thorns. Does that drop if? Okay. I think as long as I maintain concentration, I can still keep that, though. All right. So I will go ahead and stab once with the dagger of venom. So I'm going to kind of dodge out of the way and try to kind of bring up to his rib cage this dagger. Let me know if I have advantage on this.
You do.
All right. So 19.
That will hit.
And I did not do the action to do poison damage on this, so I think you can, it might already add it there. Hold on. It's the 44. I wish it didn't automatically do that. If I just roll damage here, does it do that separate? Nope. It really wants to roll it all together.
Yeah, you can make a separate entry
So I think
for just a dagger with the +1.
So looking at that first roll, I think it's just 7 damage.
Yeah.
If I mouse over it, it says 7 damage.
Yeah, I can see the difference where it delineates 7 piercing and then 13 additional for the poison.
Okay, cool. And then I will follow up with a offhand attack with a short sword. Probably not that one.
No, a 10 misses.
Crummy roll. All right. If there's anything else I could really do here. No, I think that's it. I'm going to stand my ground now. All right, that is my turn.
Alright, Fargus. No. Jimjar. No, that is Fargus, okay. Don't halflings have something about moving through people?
Yeah, anyone larger than them they can move through? So medium and larger. I think they can.
Okay.
still move through. Yeah.
This is going to be dangerous, but he is going to use his cunning action to dash, I think. Can he get there? Yeah, he can't get there on a normal move, so he'll use his cunning action to dash. Roll underneath everybody's feet to get behind that knoll there so he can sneak attack. And 22 hits. Doesn't actually roll. Okay. And then he gets a second attack, so... Uh, 16 will hit for 6. And he still had some movement left, so he rolls back out of the way. But he gets a sneak opportunity attack for that. Oof. Rukook, you're up.
I'm having the dangest time moving my token here. Could you move it up between the wall and the other knoll?
There?
One square to the left. There you go. $19 to hit for 9 damage.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard me. 19 hit for 9 damage. Yeah.
I'm having token issues here.
That little passage was a pain to move it through. I couldn't.
Stuff like that, you have to drag it through. You can't arrow through if it's giving you issues like that.
I was trying to drag it, but I'm on my Android tablet and I'm not used to it yet, so probably might have been me.
Alright, that knoll goes next, so he is going to attempt to stab Rukook, who's conveniently stepped up to him. 5. That'll miss.
Can I volunteer to be hit?
No.
Ah, I see.
He barks something out. Alright, the two hook horrors do what they do, and then from further down the passage that you were like heading towards originally come some more gnolls. Oh, they got range, they got line of sight. Alright, this one's gonna go at the closer of the two, probably Bupido because he's a slightly bigger target, maybe? 10 is gonna miss though. This one will go at the spy. The middle bar is the green bar, right? The middle dot on the tokens.
Yes.
Okay. So this one's going after him. That's gonna hit. All right, Zahn'dohr, you are up.
Cool. I'm just gonna kind of wander over this way a little bit, see one guy, and ask you for an intelligence save again.
A 9.
Aha! You've fallen for my trap.
I like to imagine every time you're casting this, the intelligence save is this them playing a mental game of chess against you, and then
I got the guy tapping his head meme. I just kind of look at him like, give it a little tap, and it's like, is this thing on? He'll take 5 points of psychic damage, and then I don't think I have anything else exciting because I can't see. I'll take a step this way. Oh, there's a guy over there next to Falls.
Is this the one you did that to?
Yeah, he was the first guy I could see. And then in repositioning, I was like, aha! I was able to see this guy. And I don't think there's anything cool I can do with him. Like, I could bonus action shove him, but I can't, like, knock him down. So it only, like, makes people move 5 feet. Unfortunately.
actually, sadly, outside of BG3, the shove push replaces an attack instead of being a bonus action, which is just terrible. Never gets used.
It's a replaces an attack in 5th edition too. The shove I'm doing is from the telekinetic feat.
I see.
So it's a significantly more limited version.
Okay. But it can still come in handy sometime. But sadly, not very many cliffs around here.
No. And no, like when the guy was standing here, I could have shoved him back so we could have gotten somebody else in base to base or whatever. But that'll be my turn.
All right, Bupido saw that he was getting shot from down this way, so he moves a little bit and calls out, we got some more down here in Dwarvish. And He's going to fire with his light crossbow. Ooh, crit.
Oh no, he pulled more ads.
For
Headshot.
5 points.
Earshot, I guess.
Jim Jar. He will also fire that way. And miss. Obzam, you are up.
Oh, right. Well, we got more down there. I'm going to go ahead and chuck a dagger at this gnoll up here. Whip one out of the old bracers of endless daggers. And... is an 11 hit?
No.
Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and head over there to get in the way of some more gnolls.
Yeah, he's gonna fire his longbow at Obzam, who stepped up into the lead there.
That's what I'm here for.
He's got 2 shots coming at you. The 11 misses. The second shot, 18.
Unfortunately, that will hit.
Unfortunate. That's fortunate. 3 piercing.
I knew we should have taken that short rest before coming down here.
Alright, that gnoll is dead. He can go off of the tracker. He is going to double move up to there. And this one here, who knows there's something in front of him he can't see, he is going to again blindly stab out. Uh, 9 will miss. Ooh, he can get there and still attack. Okay. Obzam 16.
Nope.
Darn. Alright, Falls, you're up.
Beautiful,
All
beautiful
right.
defense fighting style.
We go for the old 1-2 again. I've just modified a +1 dagger, so we shouldn't have this problem this time. So again, going to try to kind of swipe at him with the dagger here. Try to slice right into his gut. Ooh. Oh, I have advantage. Sorry, forgot to do the second roll. 18 hit.
Yep, 18 will hit.
And then roll 5 damage there. And then short sword offhand. That should hit as well.
That will hit.
So a whopping 7 damage there total.
He seems to have some very expressive yelps of pain being sliced up by something he can't see.
All right. I think that is going to be my turn, unfortunately.
All right. Fargus, he is going to roll on in there since he now has an ally. Still having issues with his sheet. So I will roll from Jim Jar since they are the same. 18 is going to hit. For 7 plus 9 sneak attack damage. And second attack. 13's gonna miss. Rukook, you are up.
$22 to hit.
That will hit. Do you do more than 1 point of damage?
7 bludgeoning.
You do see another gnoll behind you, or over there off to the side, who is... you also can't see falls. Who seems to be fighting an invisible foe. Is that your turn?
That was a pain, but yeah, end of turn.
Alright, that gnoll is off. The hook horrors, I'm going to take them off the initiative since they are pretty much where they are going to be. He's going to move up there and try to stab Obzam.
Forget.
16?
Nope.
Zahn'dohr, you are up.
Cool. There was so many arrows on my screen there for a second. Seeing what looks like a giant mess down here, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do you have Fireball yet? That would be good.
I mean, you could let me just cast Fireball. I don't think I have anything like super. Oh, wait, I do have an AoE spell. Double checking what this does. Cool. I have this spell called Arms of Hadar. Whoops. That I would like to cast in a
10-foot sphere around yourself.
Yes, directly upon myself. See if I can basically just hit these 3 dudes.
Yeah, I mean, like that is the range is 10-foot sphere self.
Yeah. Oh, is it self?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
God.
it murders everything next to you.
Never mind, that's a terrible idea.
That's a wonderful idea. You've got so many friends around you.
Yeah. No. I will summon forth a Hand of Rock. My Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Really more of a Zahn'dohr's Earth and Grasp. I don't know who Maximilian is.
He's a nice guy, or something.
He
Which
lends
will
a hand to
then make-
people.
He's very handy. He
It's
just loves to help.
Big B's cousin.
He's the one you call up when he's like, "Yo, you got a truck?" So let's say this guy right here is going to need to make a strength saving throw.
All right. Also, roll me a d20.
I don't like that you keep asking me to roll d20s. You know I'm not wild magic, right?
All right. He needs to make a strength, right?
Yep.
He gets a 15.
Cool. And then I guess this guy over here can also make a strength save as I attempt to shove him away from my companion.
He gets a 10.
Alright, he can get shoved back 5 feet. Yeah, get out of here. I don't know if that's helpful or not, but I feel like I finally did something instead of everybody making every goddamn saving throw. That'll be my turn.
All right, Bupito. A spot. Yeah, he's gonna take up that vacated spot there. Not that he can do a whole lot, but especially not rolling a 6. Jim Jar's gonna move down there and slice. 21 will hit for 8 damage. Obzam, you are up.
Alright, well, I was just going to stand there and dodge and just, like, let them wail on me and miss, but if we're getting the whole gang in here, then I guess we should start killing people. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and bring the hammer down on the one below me. 15?
15 will hit.
Alright, 11 bludgeoning damage. And, what kind of action is it to drink a potion? Is that an item interaction, bonus
It's
action, or is that a full action?
standard action.
Standard. Alright, well, I will not do that today. Alright, and... do I want to move? Yeah, sure. Move up a little bit.
You can
Walk
pull
away.
it out as an item interaction or a bonus action, but it takes a standard to drink it.
Oh, right. Well, you're not supposed to drink on the job anyway.
Alright. Alright. This one here is going to... Yeah. He has a glaive. He kind of menacingly stalks up there. He is going to attack Obzam with the glaive. 23.
That will hit, and shield will not save me. Alright, let's see what you got.
13 slashing.
Oh, yeah, that's a number. I will be going unconscious at that time, if that's okay with everyone else.
Not really.
I object.
I'd prefer you didn't.
I'm going. If you're going to object, I'm going to need your words to be of the healing variety.
Then he's gonna take a little bit more of his movement there and attack Bupito. 7's going to miss Bupido. And then he barks something, and the gnoll right next to him is going to attack Bupido. Uh, 9 is also going to miss Bupido. And then that same gnoll gets to go again. 17 will hit Bupido.
Is this like Boss Knoll Man, or is he just a badass?
He seems to be more badass than the others.
What a jerk.
That gnoll, now having a target that he can actually see, is going to attack Rukook. Because he thinks it's kind of screwed that he's getting stabbed by his shadow. 11's going to miss, though.
Yeah.
And 3, I believe that gnoll is dead. Yeah. So we will take him off the initiative. All right, Falls, you're up.
All right. Falls is going to take a step away from this because he is much better suited to shoot some arrows. So there should be an opportunity attack with disadvantage against him. You want to do that before I move away?
That begs a question. Do you have to see the target to have an opportunity attack?
Oh. I'll be happy for the answer for that to be no. Or yes.
I think
Alright.
the trigger is someone you can see.
All right, I will step away then. I am going to use my new feat, and I still have Hail of Thorns going. So my new feat is Sharpshooter. I'm going to choose to take a -5 penalty to my attack roll. I'm going to aim for the guy with the glaive, but this will give me a +10 to the damage. So we'll see how this goes. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's resolve the damage to him first. So, features and traits. So let's do +10 to the attack damage. Oh wait, hold on, sorry. It should just be a flat 10. I don't know why it rolled a dice. So let me roll damage there. So it should be 16 piercing. And then for Hail of Thorns. So as my arrow kind of arcs over, a bunch of thorns split out from it and kind of pepper the surrounding areas. Sorry, whoever the NPC is right here. But they might also get hit. So, mixing. Effectively 10. Okay, so creature.
They have to do dex saving throws.
Yep, dex save. And that is 13 is the goal there. I think that.
You said 13?
13 is the target number, yep.
Target first gets a 17, then the surrounding. Gnoll number 1 gets a 21. Bupido gets a 22. Gnoll number 2 gets a 15.
Great. All right. All right, so with that, I think I will use just a little bit of movement that I have left to pop out, just kind of against the wall here. And I think that's all I can do.
Alright, Fargus. He sees a ally next to a target, so he's going to roll up there and try to sneak attack. Unfortunately, a 7's going to miss. Rukook, you are up.
Seven to hit, so I missed probably.
Yeah, 7's going to miss.
Yep. No biggie.
Alright, Noel, that is still alive. He is going to attack... Bupido. He's going to hit Bupido. Next, Noel is going to go after Jim Jar. And miss Jim Jar. Zahn'dohr, you're up.
Cool. This looks like he has a different token, so is he the slightly badass guy?
Yeah.
Alright. He can make me a strength save. Looking for a 14.
Yes, he can. 15.
Cool. Sadly, I think that having like all of your spells that are based upon saving throws kind of sucks.
I mean, it's not that far off from, having a couple rounds where you just roll like a 5 and don't hit anything, but it does feel worse not even rolling the dice, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, I continue to stand in the same spot and think at him very
And that was a spell you cast, right?
That was a spell that I had cast the previous turn
Okay.
that lingers and
The grasp.
Yeah. There's really not even anywhere good to shove anyone. Unless somebody down here wants 5 extra feet of movement. Like I could pull this guy back so that he's not flanked by as many people, have him stand over top of the...
Can you pull my unconscious body back?
Right. I totally forgot you're over there.
Where's your unconscious body?
Yeah.
It's right. I don't know why it's not. I think my character sheet and the token aren't linked properly because the health on that isn't updating. But I'm currently unconscious.
Gotcha. I was gonna say I don't see anybody that's sleeping. Yeah, I can just pull you back 5 feet as a bonus action with my shove.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a rough spot for Bupido and Jim Jar over there.
And then I think I... Oh, look at you, just all tuckered out, having a little nap. Can I drag him back like 3 squares? That's half my movement.
Yes.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, NPCs that aren't circled in blue.
You colorist.
I mean, sorry. I have potions of healing that I will attempt to use next turn. That'll be my turn.
Alright, Bupido. Bupido is in a tricky situation here. Bupido sucks in combat.
If only he knew a heavily armed group of adventurers to help him out.
Jim Jar, however, is a little better. Oof, second attack misses. Obzam, roll me a death saving throw.
Oh boy. That will be one failure.
Oof.
Let's see. Packlord can't really go anywhere just yet, so he's going to attack Pedo. 10, he's gonna miss on the first one. And 10 again, miss on the second one. Oh, I forgot to roll his recharge. Yes, it does recharge. Okay, he is going to bark out, and the gnoll next to him is going to attack Bupido. Seven, miss. Bupido suddenly has a guardian angel around him. And he misses the next one. Same guy misses on his second attack. And now the one up here is going to attack Rukook again. Yeah. 15, I believe, misses.
Yep.
Alright, Falls, you're up.
Zahn'dohr, do you have a way to heal?
I have some healing potions on my character sheet.
Everyone should have some healing potions. I distributed them
Okay.
aggressively.
Just wanted to make sure. All right. I will go ahead and let loose an arrow at the big boy. Or actually, do any of them look particularly hurt over there? I think I can see what. Is there 4?
There are... Yeah, there's 4 gnolls down here. 3 and the Pack Lord. As far as you know, besides the one you hit, one of the gnolls has been being beaten on a few times.
Okay.
That one
Yeah.
there, Jim Jar has hit a few times.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll stick with the Gnoll Lord, the big guy. 24.
That'll hit.
9 piercing. And gosh. I think it's gonna be it for me. There's not a lot I can do over here.
Fargus is going to attack. $13 misses. 22 hits, however. Noel goes down. Rukook, you are up.
Muted.
Yeah, just like they're trying to move. Yeah, I can't do it. Joe, could you move me down? I mean, 25 feet from where I started would be the... How far I could get would probably be there. So nothing to attack from here. Okay. Move me through the gap then.
The gap over here? Or are you going further south?
I think I'm gonna go further south. I meant between the... Can I move between the 5 feet, or is that like... Is that a bad guy in the way?
No, that's an ally.
Yeah, I thought so. So move me further south.
You want to go right up next to Noel's?
Yeah, use my dash all the way up to the north. That's fine.
Alright, Noel is up. That Noel is going to attack Jim Jar. And miss. Next Noel's going to attack Jim Jar. And miss. He's got an AC of a 12 and I rolled an 11.
He's just too good.
Yep, Zahn'dohr, you are up.
Open Sesame for healing potion.
Ugh.
Ooh, I have 8 HPs back.
Hey, that's almost a glaive swing.
Well, stop getting hit by them.
I'll try.
And then I will 1, 2, 3. Sadly, I think Earthen Grasp is an action to use. It's an action, which is truly unfortunate. Cool. I will spend a sorcery point and quicken Mind Sliver on the boss man.
All
So
right.
that he can make an intelligence save.
roll me a d20.
13.
And I got a 12.
Cool. I will find my button. You take 4 points of damage. And if it has to make any other saving throws, it makes them worse. And then that'll be my turn.
Alright, Bupito. Bupito is going to use the disengage action. Bupito looks seriously injured and bleeding and stuff like that, so he is going to nope out of there.
Mm-hmm. See, I'd like to not get hit by a glaive, but there's still other people I need to stand in front of.
Yeah. However, that screws with Jim Jar, so Jim Jar.
Back up! Get back!
Jim Jar is going to cast a spell. He is going to cast Blur on himself.
That's a good one. Wish I knew that one.
And then he's going to use his bonus action to disengage, but he is then going to go this way. Obzam, you are up.
All right, round 2. I'm gonna move up there, and then I'm gonna take the dodge action. Actually, I'll move up there, take dodge action. I don't think they'll be able to hit me while I'm dodging, and I have shield up, but we'll see.
Alright, the Pack Lord. He is going to step into the gap there so he can be between 2 enemies. He barks something at Obzam as he takes a swing at Obzam again. And he gets disadvantage, right?
Yep.
So a 9 to hit you.
That will miss.
And again with a 15.
Nope.
And no recharge on his ability. This gnoll here is going to stab at Jim Jar with disadvantage. A 16 is still going to hit. Falls, you're up.
All right. I'm going to try to use my sharpshooter ability, take a -5. Hopes of some extra damage. I'm going to target this big guy again. So yeah, -5 to the highest roll, which is a big nope. So it's a 1 and a 3.
You have 3 points of inspiration.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I think at
everybody
some point
does.
during this, you got to reset to 3.
Yeah, let me Just drag that out here, right? Let me roll it again.
Yep.
Oof. Will a 15 hit?
The Pack Lord?
Yeah.
A 15 will hit.
Hey! Alright, so there is going to be a plus 10 damage to this. Ooh. So that is 21 damage. Worth an inspiration.
He looks at you, and he gets ready to bark at you, and blood starts frothing from his mouth, and he falls.
Yes.
We've taken away his barking. I guess, like, probably her. I think hyenas are matriarchal. I don't know. I don't know if gnolls follow the same pattern.
Oh, I didn't know if you were done or not. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I think I've got line of sight to all these guys, so I think I'm good for now. I'll also stay there.
Yeah, Fargus will use his cunning action to disengage so that he can then go up there, roll through people's spaces, and attack a gnoll. And crit a gnoll. And slay a gnoll.
Okay.
For a total of 22 damage, which is just what it had left. Critting on the sneak attack was nice. Alright.
Always is.
Rukook, you are up.
Was that the other two gnolls are diagonally from me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, move me down there next to both of them. And I'll attack the one on top first. And I missed. Got an 8 to hit.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright, this gnoll is still up. Seeing that Fargus just killed somebody, he's going to attack Fargus. Actually, no, hold on. He is going to break and run. So, Fargus and Rukook may take opportunity attacks. Obzam as well.
I don't think a 7 hits.
$25 to hit for 10 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And the next one also fails and breaks and runs. Zahn'dohr, you're up.
I don't see any baddies. Except for that guy that's like way down there, so I guess I'll... and then I will try to melt his brain.
Alright.
Intelligence saving throw.
Roll me a d20.
You know, I get real nervous about these. 16.
Alright. He got a 14.
14 is the number. And then I guess I'll ask for him to make a strength save as I attempt to pull him back 5 feet.
7?
No, he may take a step towards me. And then that'll be my turn.
Alright, Bupito, he's not going to do much. He is too hurt. Jim Jar. Jim Jar will walk down, draw out his hand crossbow, and try to take a shot, I think. 7, nope. Obzam, you're up.
Alright, well, I'll go ahead and step up and chuck a dagger at that guy. 15 for 7 damage.
That will hit. He is still up.
Alright, well, that's what I can do.
Alright, the Pack Lord is dead. That Gnoll is dead. That Gnoll is dead. Falls, you're up.
Right, I'll use that feline agility to get up here and fire a shot at this guy. That's 45 there. Should be enough. And I'll do the same thing. I'll try my sharpshooter, where it'll be a -5. I should still have advantage here. Ooh, does a 14 hit?
No, it does not.
Bummer. Well, I still have some of my movement left. So I am just going to engage him. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, Fargus is going to attempt to shoot. Uh, 19, that'll hit. Rukook, you are up.
I'm gonna hit him with a Sacred Flame. He'll need to make a dex save versus 12, or take 1d8 radiant.
Alright, roll me a d20 as well.
I'm sure these d20 rolls are nothing to be worried about.
I'm very worried about them.
Okay. And how much damage was that?
Just 1 point.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm not terribly interested in running him to death if I don't have to.
He does not see Falls, so he is going to attempt to flee. Falls, you may take an opportunity attack. That is not gonna fall him. Alright. Zahn'dohr, he is out of your line of sight. Who wishes to pursue and who wishes to not?
I'll look around and be like, are we chasing him or not?
Obzam is fallen back. There's not much point in a dwarf with throwing knives pursuing anyone trying to get away.
Alright, so we can go out of combat then. Bupito kind of stumbles up, bleeding. Oh, that was rough.
Obzam will nod, also stained with blood. Thank you, Zahn'dohr. Give a slight bow. Then
He just like waves his hand but doesn't say anything. Just kind of like.
yeah, you get it. All right.
This display of affection and camaraderie is weird.
You're not supposed to thank me when I help you. You're supposed to break my legs if I don't. That's how it works. All right. Well, those creatures could return. That one might come back with more of its kind. Should take what we can here and get moving again.
Should I go after it? Should I try to track it down?
Maybe. I'm reminded. You remember the halfling? He told us that there was a tomb of the ancient elven king was guarded by a tribe of gnolls. They were near it.
I don't remember the gnolls, but yeah, I remember the tomb.
Yeah, he
yes,
is
he
there.
was his party. Oh wait, is Fergus with us?
Yeah, Fergus is there. Yeah, we encountered gnolls when we were searching for it. I don't remember hook horrors though. These might be the same gnolls. We might be nearby.
Well,
we should search. Look around.
yes.
Knock on some walls.
If you can track him without being spotted, falls, that would be wise. But I'll need a moment to rest here.
He's probably already gone.
Yeah, Falls will try to track him a little ways, trying to stay hidden using his Hawafui cloak.
All right.
Let me know if you want me to make any stealth checks.
Not at the moment. Take an action's worth of movement.
Oops. Sorry. Okay.
I'm just doing that to get out of the rain. You may take another action's worth of movement. Give me a perception check.
Let me do that first. That's a 24.
All right, yeah, you can see traces of where he went. He seemed to go down this passage there.
Okay. I guess I can move another 15. Right. Catching a corner of something there. I don't know if that's intentional.
You're catching a corner of something. And at that point, you can hear very soft bark, the Gnollish language. It seems there are multiple gnolls communicating with each other. And they seem to be moving away.
Okay, I'll kind of hold the position here for a minute if they're kind of walking away. Then I'll probably peek around the corner.
Yeah, you see 4 gnolls. They keep glancing back behind them defensively, but they are moving further away.
Okay. I'm not going to engage them. I will return to the group at that point. 4 gnolls seems like a lot to take on.
So do you wish to take the short rest here? Do you wish to explore first?
I think if we explore around first, that might be wise.
I prefer to also find somewhere that has an entrance hook where you would have to squeeze through to enter.
Also, was there anything of consequence we found on their persons?
Searching their bodies, they all seem to be wearing hide armor and have shields strapped to their back, which they weren't using because they had their spears two-handed. The Pack Lord is wearing a chain shirt. He has a glaive. They all have longbows, and between them probably another 50 arrows or so, if anybody wishes to salvage some arrows that way.
Yeah, Falls will definitely pull as many arrows as he can. But if anybody wants them as well.
The Pack Lord also has 3 gems. He has 2 bloodstones and a tourmaline.
All right.
And Falls, in this area here, the little cavern just before you turned the corner and saw the gnolls, it looked like a small makeshift camp had been set up. Like the 3 that the one joined up with were waiting here until he came back, and then they fled. So there's like a couple gnollish bedrolls and discards of some food, but nothing valuable.
Okay.
So they're bed gnolls?
Bed gnolls, yeah.
All right.
So everybody, if you wish to take a short rest, you may take a short rest. You know where the hook horrors darted into. Somebody can scout there briefly if they wish.
It probably seems like I'm the person to do that.
do seem slightly better at stealth and perception than the rest of us.
Yeah. So Falls will kind of put the hood back up, kind of slowly creep in there.
Here, I will move you so you don't have to.
I'll just give you a little
too much.
knock. I'll just give you a little knock on your brain. Oops, that's not the right
I'm a
button.
little interested in where the hookers came from.
You get over around to here, and you see the hook horrors in their spot. They seem to be up against the wall, and they seem to be making aggressive sounds at your location.
Alright, I will back away.
They seem to be aware of you.
I will slowly back away, but not turning my back on them.
You may do so.
Do they seem to follow, or no?
No.
So, yeah, there's definitely two, those, I believe folks call them hooked whores or hook whores. Kind of back in a dead end back there. Don't seem none too happy to see me. And they could see me.
Not hungry, I suppose?
They seem a little bit more cornered than anything else, so they certainly could have attacked me, but they did not. I don't know if there's a way to block this entrance, but that might be wise. Coming out, did there seem like any, I don't know, any way to kind of block the entrance or any like weak points or anything like that?
Stone-shaped spell could do it. You could probably salvage some stones from around somewhere and put them in place.
Do I know anything about like what, like the ecology of hook horrors, like what they eat or anything like that?
Give me a nature roll.
– 14.
They are omnivorous. They eat lichen, fungi, plants, and any creatures they can catch. They can generally climb on walls and up cliffs, where they sometimes will ambush people or things passing below them. They also have an echolocation, so their clacking noises basically gives them blind sight.
I might just drag one of the gnoll bodies and just drag it about like 15 or 20 feet down that hallway and just leave it for them.
Okay.
Hoping that that'll, they're animals like anything else, so hopefully that'll feed them and they won't be hungry enough to want to feed on us.
Fair enough.
And now that combat has settled, you can still hear that clicking and clacking. Seems somewhat at non-rhythmic patterns. Everybody can take their short rest.
That'll be good. For many people.
All right. Well, we've had some time to rest, then we should consider, see if there's we can figure out anything about where that tomb might be. I don't suppose there's any variation. These all seem to be natural caves. No indication of civilization or working in the stone around here.
No.
All right. Well, then I think our best bet would probably be tracking the location of the gnolls. If it's the same group of gnolls, then they wouldn't be that far away. Did we also have a map, or?
Yeah, but I mean, like, why would the gnolls be where the tomb is necessarily?
Well,
Okay.
the gnolls wouldn't necessarily be where the tomb was, but they were at some point when they killed Fergus's friends.
No, we hadn't reached the tomb yet.
Yeah.
No, you hadn't.
No.
Where do we have an idea of where the hook orders, those two particularly, came from? Like where they were like being chased by the gnolls from somewhere?
They came out of that passage. If you guys wish to spend some time exploring, you can.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I'd like to track where they came from.
Yeah, I kind of just want to figure out whether they were like just hunting them or what they were doing.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I will do this for you.
I'm
Looks like throughout this cavern, you guys do see occasional, like lizards, small rodents, animals like that around. That should open it up. So there's a lot of dead ends around here. This looks like a general little warren hunting ground.
All right. Well, yeah, if we explore that area and there's no sign of anything in those corridors, then I guess our choice is which direction to head in the corridor on the far side.
The gnolls went to the north, if that makes a difference.
Let's see. Did Fergus have a map or anything that was leading to the tomb?
No.
Okay.
I do remember some landmarks.
Not any you've seen, I suppose.
No, not here.
And do you have any idea where it was in relation to the Dark Lake? That's the closest thing to a landmark I can think of that we've seen recently.
It was somewhere on the western side, which is kind of the direction you guys are traveling in a way.
I guess the question is where are we heading next? We're trying to head.
You're still trying to get back to the Dark Lake, which, as far as you are aware, is north-ish. So the path out, the north path is where the gnolls went. That is the one heading north.
All right. Well,
Didn't we just come from Dark Lake, or?
Yeah, you came
we
from
did, yes.
Sloopdopt. Trying to get back to the lake so
I'm
you can
unsure
use the
of it.
boat,
Gotcha.
but away from a demon lord.
He was trying to get away from us.
All right. Well, I guess our options are north or south here.
Yeah.
The
North.
way the gnolls went, or the other direction. Any sight, sounds, or smells down the north or south that gives any difference between them, or is it just a big long corridor or a tunnel?
I'll kind of take a look.
Just a brief scouting. The south seems to go. It climbs, it ascends a little bit, and it weaves further south and east. So if you followed it, it might eventually head back towards Sloobadop or Sloobadoop. but it's really hard to say with the winding tunnels because sometimes they turn it abruptly and change directions and change elevations.
Not to mention with all of the seismic activity.
Yeah. The one that heads north is staying fairly level.
All right. Well, I think my vote is for north.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's do it.
It's
All right, so you guys start heading north again.
I do think we should stop and do a little bit of searching along the way. Maybe we'll find some clue to where the tomb is. We don't know.
Yeah, in like what we scavenged off of these guys, there was nothing that like. There was just some gemstones. There wasn't anything that was like, oh, this looks like some ancient jewelry or something like that.
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
Everybody, while you're traveling, that if you're doing a little bit of searching, give me perception checks.
Rukook got a 13.
Okay. You don't necessarily find anything that would be indicative of the tomb or where it was, but just on random patches of fungus and in corners, you guys managed to track down 23 loose gold pieces and 2 platinum pieces.
people are just losing change down here.
Oh, that's nice.
Most of them seem to be around what may have once been bodies that have since decomposed to the point where there's not much left.
What denomination of coins are these? Like Drow coins? Or are these surface coins?
These are surface coins.
Oh. Well, this might be. I'm gonna ask Fergus if these bodies probably aren't particularly identifiable, but see if the information that he remembers might, if the information about them might line up.
Old explorer.
Yeah, to that he has no clue.
All right. Well,
I don't recognize these coins, so I can't say.
well, I mean, we found bodies, right?
You found like piles of compost.
Ah, okay. Well, we won't be sorting through those too closely, I don't think.
And during the search, I need everybody to give me, I believe, a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. I got a 4.
We got a 5.
10.
Better both was put together.
This is fine, right?
Got a 13.
So we got a 10, 5, 13, and a...
Oh shit! No, sorry. Mine should be 2 more, so it should be a 7. Not that that probably matters, but I just rolled straight dex instead of dex save.
Did we all horribly bomb this roll?
I mean, yeah, I did.
Yeah. Did somebody get a 13 or higher?
Rukook got a 13.
All right, Rukook, you are fine. Let me roll for the 2 or 3 NPCs. Jim Jar's fine. Fargus is not. And Bupido is fine. So everybody that did not do the 13. That's too much. Takes 5 bludgeoning damage as another earthquake happens, and the ground that everybody is on falls out from beneath them.
Oof.
If you made the 13, you happen to land just fine. If you did not, you don't. And it is dark. There is cloud of dust and debris, and as the dust clears, you find yourself in what used to be a sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. The passage around you crumbled and boxed you in, but a side passage opened up. It didn't fall behind you. But there was also debris falling from the top and the ceiling and the cave roof.
All right. Well, if that side passage looks any more stable than where we are now, I'm going for it.
Yeah, you guys were headed from left to right when it happened.
Oh, hail Daggle. Okay. Let's check it out.
Yep. Falls will dust himself off and go take a peek.
Does this new
Alright.
passage have that sort of like ozone smell of like nothing's been through here for a very long time?
Yeah. In fact, give me an intelligence check. If you have dungeoneering, you can have an advantage.
Dungeoneering? Like the feat dungeoneering?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone an intelligence check.
Or a survival roll, actually.
I will do survival. That's my jam.
Yeah, Daggle got a 2. Did not do too well on the intelligence check. Got a 2.
Paul's got a 24 on survival.
Yeah, this place definitely has the smell of stale air. It is recognizable with a 24 on survival.
I don't think anything's been down here for quite a while.
Over to
There's-
the left, up ahead, there's walls. Proper walls.
That's promising, but we should light a torch.
That's to keep everybody within range. Do initiative.
You want us to roll initiative?
Yeah. Or if you guys want to pick an order, if you can just proceed in order of the little icons at the bottom of the screen there. Up to you guys.
Oh, either way.
Go by the icons.
Okay. So Obzam, then Falls, then Zahn'dohr, then Rukook.
So is it on me or is it on Zahn'dohr? Because like Falls and I kind of moved up a bit.
Obzam moved up, so Zahn'dohr, go ahead. I'll move the NPCs after. And Rukook. So you can see the pathway to the right looks like it dead ends. The pathway to the left looks like it dead ends, but also doesn't. It seems to open up into a square passageway.
Yes.
So once Rukook finishes his movement, I will.
Oh, yeah.
So we got
Okay.
Falls next.
All right, I also like to take a look at the stonework around here and like I can identify like who might have made this. Get some general idea.
Yes.
I've got Dwarven Stone Cunning. Gives me advantage on intelligence history checks.
Ooh.
Or no, not advantage. It just gives me double my proficiency bonus. So this will be a +6 instead of a +4. That's a 20.
This is definitely ancient dwarven stonework.
Dwarven, not Elven. All right.
Not elven.
That's comforting and slightly surprising.
Also, who is lighting a torch?
Cook thought it would be a good idea if somebody did, but he doesn't have any on him.
I have a light cantrip that I can use if you would like that.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody has.
No, I meant not
torches.
for light purposes. If this is like an old passageway, torch might give us a sign that the air be bad.
Wow, I don't have any torches.
Of course, if this is real life, lighting up a torch would be a really bad idea because packets of methane and stuff would go boom.
I do have a torch. Falls will light up a torch.
All right.
Good.
Unless somebody else wants to take it.
I was going to use the light cantrip if you guys want me to.
Yeah, sure. Probably things worth looking at here in the light, and we're not. I don't think we're sneaking through this place. We're not expecting to get ambushed.
That's what I want you to think, that you're not going to get ambushed.
Well, now we're screwed.
So is Falls carrying the torch?
Sure. Yeah, unless somebody else wants to take it.
All right. Zahn'dohr, were you staying there? Alright, so everybody has now moved their second turn. This room here is the little square thing. Glistens with dark dripping water. And this is with advantage here, I think. Obzam.
Oh, right.
Does a 16 hit you?
No.
No. There's a very slight puddle of water down there that suddenly seems to churn, and a oozy pseudopod lashes out at you.
Ah!
And it will just
Ooze!
go last, so we'll just stay in order of as the bottom there. So Obzam, you are up.
I will hit it with a hammer. Does 12 work?
Yeah.
9 bludgeoning damage. And that's it for me.
It is not immune to bludgeoning damage. Falls, you are up.
I will take a shot at that thing.
Your hammer. Mark down that it has a -1 penalty to damage rolls. As there's a bit of ooze on the hammer left, and it starts to corrode away.
I don't know if a 12 hits or not.
12 hits.
Whopping 5 damage.
Your arrow begins to corrode away. Not that it
I'm
matters much
not
with
getting
the
that
arrows.
back. I'm just going to move to this back corner here.
Okay. Zahn'dohr, you are up.
I bet this thing's not very intelligent. So I would ask for it to make an intelligence save.
I got a 5.
Sick.
And that's by rolling a 10.
4 points of damage.
This is psychic damage. Okay.
There is a fine line between low intelligence save and immune to psychic damage that you want to walk with those kinds of attacks.
Yeah, just make sure that, they're the right kind of dumb.
It's just enough brain to feel pain.
Rukook.
I'm gonna smack with the hammer.
Careful, the hammer.
Only 7 to hit, so probably miss.
That'll miss.
I can fix it.
Fargus and Jimjar and Bupito are too far back to really do anything, so this gray ooze is going to lash out at Obzam again, I think. With a 5.
That will miss.
Damn, I was almost sure it was going to hit.
All right, so
Obzam,
this
you're up.
this brace for flying daggers. It says you can pull them out and throw them. Can I also just pull one out and stab someone with it?
They do not seem to work stabbing. You've tested that out.
Okay. Well, I could punch it. That seems unwise.
You
All right,
can
well, I still
throw
got
it with disadvantage.
I can throw it with disadvantage. Actually, I could throw 2 with disadvantage. Get the offhand attack in there. But you know what? I'll just go ahead and pull out a short sword and stab it with that. I don't like that weapon so much. So 20 to hit, 5 piercing damage.
That'll hit. That'll do damage. That'll kill it.
And the
And
short
that
sword has
short
minus
sword
1
has
damage.
a -1 damage.
Ugh.
Hand me your hammer.
I'll pass him the hammer.
Cast mending on the hammer.
The hammer is repaired.
Hey! I'll hand you the short sword too.
While you're at it.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah. Now it really feels like a waste that I got this proficiency with Smith's tools, but yeah, I don't know. Alright, well, thanks, Rukook. Well, there's some more water up ahead. We should be careful of that moving forward. And that, if we're going back to like exploration turns, then I'm going to go ahead and move up there.
Up
And I'm
ahead, you see in that room skeletal remains of a drow, along with a dark metal mace and a scattering of coins. However, you quickly notice that they seem to be floating about a foot above the stone floor.
It's just floating in midair.
It seems to be floating in midair.
But the body isn't, the base isn't, just the coins?
No, the body, the coins, all of that is
Oh.
floating in midair.
I'm going to throw a dagger over there.
Okay. You may throw a dagger with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Yep.
Okay. 10?
10 will hit. Your dagger stops. Actually, do some damage here.
8 damage.
And then in your head, telepathically, you hear, "Ow! What'd you do that for?"
What? What are you?
What am I? What are you?
I am Obzam Kennedon. A dwarf.
Anybody else see that?
I'm Glabagool. Yeah, Glabagool. That sounds good.
Did anybody else hear it?
Yes.
You are a cube, right?
It kind of at that point shimmers a little bit, and you see a vague shape of a cube.
You're a very unusual one. Most of them don't talk.
How? They don't? We don't?
Zam shrugs. He's never met a cube before.
They're not renowned for it. They typically just wander around and gobble things up.
Huh.
Have you ever tried talking to a cube before? No, someone must have.
Point taken. I mean, some druid probably. I don't know. Don't talk to anyone.
Yeah, I was moving through here, and I didn't realize what this was until I moved over it. And then I seemed to think that I was harming it, although it didn't try to move away. The drow floating in it has been long dead. But only recently engulfed in a cube.
Okay.
Well, that's...
So you're Obzam. What are you? You're what now?
He's a dwarf. I'm a dwarf.
Dwarf.
My name's Rukook.
Rukook. Where are you from?
We are from the surface. Very far away, very far up.
Up. What is up?
Well, you see the ceiling, and point to the ceiling.
Up is that way. Yeah.
Yes, like on top of the ceiling, and then on top of what's on top of the ceiling.
Up.
Well,
Huh.
Then you are from down here?
Yeah.
By the way, I'm going to take a look at like the mace that's currently inside it. Does it look magical? Is it something like exceptional or out of the ordinary, or is it like a more normal mace?
It does not look corroded.
Okay. I'm wondering if that's like some kind of magic weapon, and that's how that's affected this thing somehow.
Trade it. Trade your mace for that mace.
So, how long you've been down here?
As long as I can remember.
How can you tell time? You can't. Question is, how far from here have you been?
Far. What is far?
Well, like nearby would be like nearby rooms, adjacent rooms, corridors. Medium would be like outside of this complex to a larger area. Far would be like to another city.
No, I think near. I think this is a temple. Yes, a temple.
Temple. What god?
God? What's a god?
What is the temple in honor of?
Yeah.
Me?
Entities that people usually dedicate their temples to.
I'm here, so me?
Did they build this place for you?
I don't know.
What's
I
build?
don't think so.
It's rather difficult to make small talk with a creature that only recently.
I know there's smaller ones. They don't talk. They just sit there and do nothing.
Have you have you talked to anybody else?
No, you're the first ones in here.
Well, nice to meet you.
What is
Please don't try to eat it.
Well, since we're the first ones in here in such a long time, and you've been here much longer, would you mind showing us around?
Yeah, I sure. What is showing?
Go to the different places in this, and we'll go with you, and you tell us what you know about them.
Oh, okay. It starts to move up here, taking the drow and the mace and the coins with it, and squeezes through the passageway. Watch out, there's another one of those stupid ones up here.
All right.
It's in the
Would you
corner.
mind if we killed it? The last one tried to hurt us.
No, but I can't. You'd have to go around me.
You go on ahead, and we'll catch up in just a minute once we've dealt with it. But
Okay, it's in the, it's, and it kind of shimmers, or shimmies, but you can't really notice any it's there, and then it kind of goes up and starts to squeeze through the tunnel.
all right. Well, I'm gonna move up there and chuck a dagger into that north pool.
Roll me an attack roll with disadvantage.
Sure. 24 to hit for 6 damage.
No, disadvantage.
Oh, 16 to hit. 6
Yeah,
damage.
16 still hits. They are not the most difficult things to hit.
I will shoot it with my longbow if I'm up next.
Yep, go ahead.
Thing to hit.
That'll hit.
5 damage.
The magic number you're looking for is 8. Zahn'dohr, you're up.
I think I bump into the talking cube, just going like, oh.
You're gonna go up there and bump it?
Not like bump it, but like get up here and it's like, oh, okay. That's strange. More or less attempting to engage it in conversation.
All right. As you, move on up there into that corner where it's at. Then
Oops.
you were not following along.
No. Oh, is it all the way up there?
Yeah. It's up here in the passage.
Oh, I see it. Okay, so I can. All right. Before trying to talk to that, I'll help kill this thing. Intelligence save.
I got an 8.
You got 4 points of damage.
Okay, that's right. All right, Rukook, you're up.
Uh, 16 to hit, 8 damage.
All right, that ooze just kind of desolidifies and dies.
What did the cube say its name was?
Glabagool.
Glabagool. Hey, Glabagool, you think we could see that, there's a mace inside you. You think you could, spit that out for us?
There's. Oh. I've never tried. Hold on. And it seems to sit there and shimmy a little bit, and then it moves back out a tad, and then moves back in, and at the floor is a Drow, a mace, 14 electrum pieces.
Gotta add another thing to my list of different coins here.
Is that good?
Yes, thank you.
Well, thank you kindly.
What is that stuff anyway?
Coins and these bones.
Well, these are coins. Some people like to trade them for other things that they want. That is a drow. It's a kind of person, but really quite nasty and awful. And that is a mace. We use that to hit things.
Oh. I don't think I could use it to hit anything.
Yes, it does require the hands. Bit out of reach for you. But anyway, yes. This room is nice enough. There's one of those things here. Is there? How many other rooms are there in here?
Everybody at this point, give me a perception check and a intelligence check.
Straight intelligence, not a arcana or history or anything?
Straight intelligence, yes.
Alright, well, Falls can do the perception and I'll do the intelligence.
Falls will not do the thinking.
Falls, you become aware that the glistening walls of these, or the glistening walls implies water is currently seeping down from cracks in the ceiling.
Like more so than when we first came in, or?
Yeah.
So the water that's seeping in right now is not seeping out anywhere?
The water is not seeping out anywhere. Looking down at the ground now, you start to see the puddles seem to be, very slowly, but seem to be slowly expanding. And also, the torch seems to be flickering occasionally, like it is having trouble with oxygen.
Oh dear.
I think we might have a little bit of a problem. Hey, Glabagool, why are the walls getting wet down here?
Wet? What is wet?
Yeah. Like, water.
I don't know.
Do I know?
Do you know of any doors in this area?
Yes. Doors, I think.
Could you take us to some of the doors if you can, really quickly?
Okay. And it begins moving at its slow, normal pace down the hall.
Yeah, we can't afford to have it bogged down with questions here. Let's find a door. Maybe it'll lead a way out. Maybe we can seal it. I don't know.
Oh, it has a speed of 15 feet, so it is moving slowly. and it has to squeeze down here. So 5 feet every action.
Oh dear.
Let's see, from here. You guys can now hear the sound of pouring water that seems to be coming from this cavern branch.
Sorry, from this one here?
Yes.
What about this other side here?
And then down that way is, there's 4 hallways floored with heavy flagstones. The walls seem to be carved with worn and faded bas-reliefs that show strange swirling shapes that might be waves, tentacles, or some combination thereof. And Glabagul says the door is down that way, but it is very hard for me to get through those.
And does this still look like dwarven stonework?
Originally looks like, but the bas-reliefs and the decorations don't seem to be dwarven.
Ah, okay. Originally dwarven, then modified. That's all right. We'll head down and take a look. And I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze through and start heading down the corridor.
All right, give me a dexterity saving throw.
I figured. 6.
A 6 is unfortunately not enough. Right here, the floor gives out from underneath you. And you fall into a pit, taking 3 points of bludgeoning damage. And you get attacked by a pseudopod. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Alright, unfortunately, hold on. Yeah, you are at the bottom of the pit, so you are counting as touching it. So if a creature touches the black pudding, you take 4 acid damage.
Ugh. Alright.
And falls.
Alright. I will run up here. And how deep is the pit?
10 feet.
10 feet. I guess if it's long enough for, well, dwarves are pretty short. If I can lower rope or if I can reach down.
You can reach down and...
Yeah. I will reach down and offer a hand up and pull you out.
Obzam, give me an athletics roll with advantage.
92.
Alright.
Okay.
With help, you can easily climb out. And there is a black pudding down at the bottom of the pit that seems to be now wanting to eat something that has been deprived.
Well, that seems like its problem.
Zahn'dohr. You can probably move further back now if you wish. Falls.
Okay.
I guess just get out of the pit, I guess.
Rukook, are you actually engulfed in the...
No, I was moving toward that third corridor, and I was going to go down it, but apparently once my icon is inside the cube, I can't move it anymore. Yep.
Yeah.
Hugs.
I suggest not moving through the gelatinous cube.
Yeah, if it looked like you were trying to get to the third one, it actually would have told... No, stop.
Stop. Why stop?
If you touch me, you'll hurt.
Oh, could you like squish a little bit to the side so I can get by?
Sure. And nothing seems to happen.
Totally invisible now, right? I can't tell.
So
Well,
I can't.
use my shield and see if I can, like, if the way is clear and squeeze through to get to that third corridor.
The way is not clear.
Oh, okay, then don't do it. I'll go down the second then. I might as well.
I will stick with him. So is the buddy system.
What is your passive perception?
Me?
Rukook.
12.
Rukook is in the lead. All right, Rukook, give me a dexterity saving throw.
$21.
All right, you managed to catch the ledge before you fall in. So let me move you guys back a tad. As the floor gives way, but you manage to catch yourself on this side, and down at the bottom of that pit, you see another black pudding.
Another one over here.
At least they're consistent.
Seems significantly more than accidental at this point.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, if I can.
And they
Hop,
seem
skip,
to be starting to climb.
Climbing. Okay. Well, that won't do.
Rukook, you still have your action.
I just start hitting it with the cantrip, right? I think that's the range, probably. Does it take radiant damage? I'll throw it at it. Yeah.
All right.
It's not gliding like it's
Sacred Flame.
Yeah, Sacred Flame.
Roll me a d20 as well. And what kind of saving throw does it need?
Saving throw 12.
What kind?
Oh, you mean what type? Hold on, let me check. I think it's Dex. Okay.
It gets a 5.
Yep, it's Dex 12.
All right. And how much
It'll take
damage?
1d8 radiant if it takes radiant. And if it does, I'll just keep tossing them down there.
Yep. How much damage?
1d8. I don't know how long it'll take to kill the ooze.
Do you want to roll then, or do you want me to roll?
Well, if it's gonna take more than like 6 or 7 goes, if you figure out how long it'll take, and let me know. But I'm gonna try at least 6 or 7 times.
All right. I will roll for it, I guess. Okay. The one up in the first pit climbs up towards the edge and lashes out at Obzam with a crit.
Oh, my favorite.
Your favorite. Ooh. How many hit points does Obzam have?
I love questions like that. Currently 23.
What is your max?
36.
Okay. So you take 48
What?
That's a number.
8 bludgeoning and 40 acid.
The fuck?
Uh-huh.
That does not put you to your hit point in negative, so that is not an instant death.
True. Correct. Man, this is not Obzam's best day of adventuring. Had 1 or 2 slight stumbling points.
And the one down at the other one climbs up to the top of the...
If he starts climbing up, I would have stopped and backed away. But okay,
No, you did your action. Now it's its
Okay,
turn.
we're
It
gonna
climbs
do-
up.
fine. Yeah.
15, does that hit Rukook?
No, need a 16.
Okay, so it climbs up and lashes out at you with a pseudopod and misses. Obzam.
I will be rolling a death saving throw.
That's a success.
Yay!
Falls.
All right. To drag him back, does that use an action?
Yes.
All right. Cool. I will use, because it's right. It's like half my movement, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's see if I have to use my feline agility or not. 2, 3. Yeah, so I'm going to use my feline agility. That'll double my movement, so basically I can drag him 30 feet.
Okay.
Instead of 15. So let's do... Yeah, so I think we're going to go back to this cavern over here.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. What do I see down here?
You see a pool of water, and from the ceiling, water actually pouring in to this room, not just seeping down the walls.
Okay. Gabagool, can you do anything to help us out here? Can you stop these black puddings for us?
I can get in the way, I think.
Yeah,
Most
if you
of the-
could, that would be great. If you could
Most
block
of the
that
stupid
door.
ones, they won't attack me, but I can't if anybody else is in the way. Zahn'dohr, you are up.
Haha! You have made a terrible mistake, Mr. Pudding. You're on the edge of a cliff. I want to down a second healing potion on my friend. So, for 7.
Oh, you moving back over to where Obzam is?
I mean, I guess it's probably easier if I drag him out of the way before force feeding him a thing.
Because Rukook wasn't hurt. He got missed.
I thought. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he took 1,000,000 damage.
No. The unconscious over
Obzam.
here
Obzam took 1,000,000 damage.
Dwarfs
Again.
this- in that case, I will back up to get out of the way and mind sliver that pudding for an intelligence save.
intelligence saves.
Sorry,
I
It's
got a
literally-
13.
not enough.
I had to roll an 18 to get that.
Only 2 points of damage.
You
Um,
might want to move a bit further one way or the other. I think Glabagool was going to go into that north passageway, block off the ooze there.
I don't think there's a good. If you've got a good idea of where I could stand, that's not in the way.
I mean, you
two.
could move past Falls to go over there, or you could just go up
Okay.
there. One of those two places would make
Uh,
sense.
Yeah, I'll go up there in a second. Then I would like a strength saving throw from the pudding as I attempt to telekinetic shove it into back into the hollow
Alright.
scroll.
Strength it is better at. It gets a 15.
All right. Well, in that case, I will finish my movement by getting up here out of the way.
Okay. And Rukook.
It's only a 10-foot deep hole, right?
Yes.
It's not that deep? Okay. It's probably best just to move out of the way then. Okay. Yep. Move down here so far.
Alright. And it kind of moves up into place there. And in the transparency, you guys can see through Glabagool as two black puddings climb out of their respective pits and start to squeeze their way. There, but they get to where Glabagool is, and they seem at an impasse.
They're having a jiggle fight.
Yeah.
Well, you know it doesn't care about cover. Sacred Flame.
Yeah, and I can target him through the gelatin. Guys, well, I'm working on one for a while then, I guess. Anybody else have something they can hit him with?
I'm currently unconscious.
I can mind sliver it until death.
Okay.
Until Judgment Day and Trumpet Sound.
Yeah, let's work on one then the other. Which one do you want? The first one or the second one?
You guys, it would take some ifs because Zahn'dohr does not have easy line of sight. He could probably get to the edge and hit the second one, so you guys can team up on that one. But in order for Zahn'dohr to hit the top one, you would have to do some dancing with a
Let's team up on the
gelatinous
second
cube.
one at first. So I hit once already.
Yeah.
Let's team up on that one for the start of it.
It takes time. These things have a boatload of hit points, but they can't get past the gelatinous cube. Actually, I guess technically they probably could.
I don't mean to be a bother, but does anyone know any healing spells?
We have potions, can't?
Yeah. So I was just waiting for my turn to give you some potion.
Obzam would have one more death saving throw, but even on a 1, it is not enough. So Falls, you can
But if
administer
I get
a
a
potion.
20,
True.
20, then I don't need a potion.
You don't need a potion? What?
If he got a 20.
That if I got a 20, then I would be at 1 HP. Yeah. See, this is why I always play half orcs. You get hit by 48 damage and you just don't care.
All right. Do you think this is a potion of greater healing moment?
Regular one's probably fine.
Do I have a
I
regular?
don't mind if you use a greater, because
I mean, if you use a greater, that's also fine. But
Odds are we're gonna have to find out.
I think that's all that I have.
All right, go ahead. I mean, if you wanted to search Obzam, he's got 2 more graders and 2 more regulars, but...
Oh, I will do a grader here. 15.
What happened?
These black puddings are something fierce. Gabagool's blocking the way for now, but are we able to sneak past to this like corner here? There's like a little bit of a gap, but
If you want to take damage.
um do. I mean, I don't, but
What else you do? You're so tempted.
Yeah, like how high is the ceiling? Like is he going all the way up to the ceiling?
Oh, good question. Yes. These are 10-foot high ceilings, and he has a 10-foot cube.
All right, I'm going to try to sneak past him, and probably take a little bit of damage.
All right, I need a dexterity saving throw.
– 17.
As you start to move close to it, it's like, no, don't do that. But you manage to slip past it. On a success, you escape and enter a space of your choice within 5 feet of the cube, so you can get to that space.
Okay. I'm going to take a look at both of these corridors here.
They look pretty much identical to the first 2.
Don't step on the 3rd flagstone.
What is your passive perception?
It's 15.
15. Yeah, now that you are aware of what's going on, you can see some spots down the hall that look like they are made to give way.
What's that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 6 would be my full movement there. 6 squares. I guess, yeah, I could do a dash and running jump 5 feet pretty easily. Or I could just climb on the side of the wall.
Yep, you can do that.
I think I will do that. I think I will climb on the side of the wall. 6, 8. Climb speed is 20. So I could probably get to about here. I think that would be my turn.
All right. Zahn'dohr and Rukook are going at the gelatinous cubes. Yeah, as they are being attacked by you guys with spell, actually, you are each casting a spell around.
I don't know what's going to trigger if we get like a 1 or a 20 on those d20s, but I think we're going to hit it here.
Yeah, each of you give me 4 d20 rolls. I think that's a safe number here.
Highest is a 16.
I need 3 more from Rukook. Okay. What is both of your average damage?
My cantrip's a D6, so it's a 3.
4.5. It's 1d8. Yep.
Alright, I will give you guys... hitting them is not a problem. Their saving throws are weak, especially with Mind Sliver reducing the next saving throw anyway. It takes you guys 7 rounds to kill the one on the bottom. However, you notice that as you are fighting the one on the bottom, it is lashing out and it seems to be able to harm Glabagool.
Oh, shit. Oh, a little bit of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, Glabagool just does acid damage and doesn't seem to matter against the Black Puddings, but the Black Puddings do bludgeoning damage. And then I'm
Falls will
going to...
kind of check out this door while that's happening.
Alright, you may check out the door. You should be able to see a door icon.
Mhm.
So if you wish to open the door, you can open the door. If you wish to look at the door, let me know.
I think I'm going to examine it pretty closely first.
Okay. It doesn't seem to be trapped. Your passive is high enough and your active is pretty good.
I will go ahead and open it.
Alright, you can click it and open it. Inside, there is a stone fountain with a raised edge. The basin contains shallow, brackish water. At the center of the pool, the rubble of a broken statue rests atop the pedestal. All that remains recognizable are a pair of clawed stone feet clutching the pedestal's top. Carved into the walls are 7 niches. Water seeps into one niche through a crack in the wall, as you can see from there. All right. 2 niches that flank it are empty, and strange, formless sculptures occupy the 4 remaining niches.
Okie doke. Are the formless sculptures, are they like made out of stone or?
It is really hard to tell.
I will close that door and take a step back. I think it would be wise to wait.
So Glabagool can't bull rush because it would be squeezing, right?
Correct. But you guys eventually get to the bottom one dead.
Wait, what?
I X'd one out.
Right. Okay. So that one's dead.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the other one left. We got to kill it before it hurts Gobble too much.
Yeah, the top one hasn't been attacked yet, so it is not attacking back. So it hasn't been hurting Glabagal.
Oh, okay. So what is it doing?
It just seems to be trying to move forward and not being able to.
Just they're having an ooze wrestling contest.
Yeah.
It's like mud wrestling, but much weirder.
I can't think of where to deal with it, though.
Well, I mean, I think we can just wait here until Falls gets back, and hopefully he can. Then we can decide what to do after that.
I don't feel too good anymore. That hurt.
Yes, I imagine it did. Are you all right? Hurt too badly, or Falls?
So there's a little temple room in the back there with the. Looks like it used to be a shrine to some other deity or god or something like that, but now it's there's some other statues in there. I'll kind of like roughly describe the room how Joe did, but not sure what the statues are made of, and seeing as how we've been ambushed here a few times, I don't think I want to explore too far without any help. How are we doing over here?
Anybody proficient in Arcana can roll me an Arcana roll.
24.
17.
Okay, both of those are enough. Now that you've encountered oozes and puddings and stuff, it is not unheard of for something to place oozes, puddings, or other such things in the form of statues in some sort of suspended animation. So where if anything touches them or disturbs them, they come to life and attack. And since so far all you've seen down here are oozes,
all right. Do you have a rough idea of like how fast these black puddings move?
it seemed to be climbing out of the pit. It was squeezing, and it took its full movement to get up towards the top. So half speed, 10 feet. Full speed, 20 feet.
Okay. I'm wondering how to get us past this, and I'm thinking, Falls, can you come up behind that other one there and harass it, draw it to squeeze back towards you, and then we can circle around and group up again?
Yeah, I reckon I could.
If they're slow and they can't move through the corridors very quickly, so perhaps you can just kill it with arrows.
Alright, I will sneak up the top here.
Okay. So you want to lure it back towards that way.
Yep.
And then what's the plan?
Well, I mean, if it's going to move back a bit, if you could squeeze in after it so then it couldn't squeeze in after it, so then it can't come out this way again, and then hopefully we can sneak around behind it. See what there were other entrances out of the temple room, right? That you found.
No, the temple room just kind of ended in a dead end, as far as I could tell. I don't know if there's. Right?
You may want to check for any secret doors or anything like that. Given the traps, they might have those as well. But if that's the end of it, honestly wonder if we might just be better off leaving here rather than trying to group up in there.
I would have liked to search that other room. Yeah.
Now we can try. Well, if we can lure the ooze with arrows backwards, then Glabagool can squeeze in, and follow it, and then we can group up and take one of these corridors through. We'll still have to kill the other one, though. Might take some time and risk.
All right. Yeah, I can go lure it, try to put some arrows in it.
Alright, go ahead and give me at least one full round of attacks.
All right, so he's probably going to use the sharpshooter, so it's like, since they're pretty easy targets, just to get that extra damage.
Okay, yeah, just roll me damage for full round of attacks.
Okay, so...
I guess roll just in case of a crit.
Yeah, so we'll do... First one. First one's a crit.
Oh.
So that'd be 10. So first one's 20 damage. It's an additional 10 on top of that. And then another round. Oof. Not great.
Yeah, because it starts to move, and then you can get another shot and then move.
Yeah. I'd just be kind of like backing up and keep firing arrows.
Alright, and
As I back up.
Glabagool does not squeeze as fast as the pudding does. But it's like, is this okay? Is this good?
Yes, excellent work. Alright, and from there we can start moving towards that second tunnel with
Let me know if you want me to keep.
You know it can get out on the other side.
Yes, we'll need to get it quickly. Alright, we can...
Yeah, I'm basically just trying to like walk it through the kind of the maze of passageways back here. I guess there's only really 2 ways out. Yeah.
If you can just move faster than it while taking pot shots, then...
Yeah, that's the idea.
And if it's not smart enough to come up with a counter tactic, then...
Yeah, you can move kind of like this way, right? Down here and lure it back around that corridor.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your average damage in a turn?
Let's see. Longbows
17.5?
1d8 plus 3, so 4. So 7. 7 would be the average piercing damage.
Plus 10 for sharpshooter?
Yeah. So 17. If I'm hitting every round.
Its AC is a 7. You probably hit in every round. So yeah, 4 rounds later.
Alright.
It is dead.
Balls will try to like mark out where the other unopened trapdoors are.
Yeah, avoid anyone
Make
tripping
sure.
those.
Just gotta get across the pit.
These 2 are already pit, so you can jump across them. These 2 you can mark them, but trying to jump across an active pit might be a bit risky because you might
maybe
slip.
we just jump over the open pits.
And I think everybody has enough strength to clear 5 feet.
Yep.
Oh yes, and also Zahn'dohr and Falls each take another potion of greater healing.
Ooh.
Get those out of the stash.
Good. Okay.
How's the water situation going?
You guys can still hear the water pouring in.
Alright.
Falls will open the door.
All right, you open the door. You see the same things.
Alright. I'm gonna.
So it's this one, this one, this one, and this one that are all the goo statues.
And possibly actual oozes.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'm going to try to avoid touching those, and I'm going to be looking for anything that looks like a way out of this room, any secret doors that might be hidden here, or anything of value hidden in the accoutrements of the temple.
You see the clawed stone feet clutching the pedestal's top. There is shallow, dark, brackish water in the pool. You can't really see into the pool. You see a small crack up at the ceiling of here that is pouring water in, or not pouring, seeping water in.
Quick test. Can you, Rukook, could you try mending on that crack?
I think they have to. Look at the size of it. Hold on, let me check.
Balls will take a look at try to take a closer look at the water.
It stinks. It's dark. You'd have to take a look with your hands.
Oh yeah, a single break or tear in an object you can touch, like a broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key, torn cloak, a leaking wine skin. Oh, it's got to be 1 foot in any dimension. Is the max size.
Okay. So could he seal the crack with that, or is it too large to mend?
Presumably the cave is not an object.
But like the particular ceiling tile might be.
Possibly.
All right. You can give it a try.
You can.
I want to try something else first.
Go ahead.
I want to cast Destroy Water on the black brackish water.
Okay.
Interesting.
And it has no effect because it's actually just another ooze.
That may be true. I'll find out.
How much water do you destroy?
It's a 10 cubic. It's 10 cubic feet, I think.
Let's see. Destroy water. 10 gallons. This is probably more than 10 gallons, but casting it on the water, you destroy 10 gallons of water. The water level lowers somewhat significantly, low enough to see that there seems to be the top of a buried vial or a sunken vial.
Like a potion vial?
Possibly.
Falls will try to pick it up.
Okay, you can pick it up. There's still about, let's say, 8 inches of water, so the vial is a little taller than that. You saw just the neck and the stopper top of it. You pick it out.
I can do it one more time.
I'll take a look at it. Kind of hold it up to the torchlight.
It is. What color is this push on?
Take a good long swig.
This potion has a red liquid in it. It seems to be very similar to other potions you have with red liquid in it.
Is this like a greater red or a normal red?
Diet red.
It's big red. And another thing you can tell with healing potions is that you can kind of shake it a little bit and the red liquid starts to glimmer.
Yeah, I'll give it a little shake just to make sure.
Seems to be a healing potion of some sort.
Exactly what Pantone shape.
And
Well,
now that
I
the
mean-
water level is a little bit lower, there does seem to be like some areas of darker shadows and things in the water, so possibly more stuff hidden inside.
Okay,
Maybe
I'll do it
could just
again
be
one more
some
time.
water, but-
I'll use my last spell slot for first level. And another 10 gallons.
All right. Inside... yeah, that's probably enough now. You can see that there is still another vial. Not necessarily potion vial, but like an oil vial. There is a dagger with part of the hilt sticking up out of the water. There are 3 bracelets and coins kind of on the bottom of the basin, covered by like an inch of water still.
Okay.
Lots of silver and some gold.
I'll try to grab that stuff.
I'm gonna.
Don't touch the water. Use an arrow or something to push it to the side. Get it up out of the water.
Can use
Before.
some mage hands.
Oh, that works.
Just cut-
Say again?
Mage hands.
That is perfect for this. Yep.
Oh, right, he's telekinetic.
Use my brain.
All right. So, while this is going on, I can take a look at the rest of the room, see if there's any secret doors, anything like that in here, or just the fountain. I'll add that.
Just the fountain.
All right.
That's okay. Shall we head out that other tunnel then? Or we have anything else we want to do here?
No, I don't think there's anything more to be done here, unless we feel like killing more oozes for the hell of it.
Yeah, I'd prefer to let them be if we can.
Yeah, let's get out of everything.
Let them have their temple back. Did there seem to be a way to get where the water was pouring in? Was there like an opening in the ceiling that we could?
There was an opening in the ceiling, yes. Water is actually pouring into that room. It's a small opening without help, perhaps, but it's a lot bigger than any of the other cracks you've seen. And inside, the water is now probably stretching to the entrance of the cavern and about a foot deep. And Glabagool is in there just kind of sitting in the water, shimmying every once in a while. I don't know what this is.
Well, this is that water we were talking about. What we refer to as wet.
Oh.
And
So
it's
I'm
gonna
wet
fill this
now.
place up. Do you want to stay or do you want to come?
Come where?
Well, to be honest, we're still figuring that out. There's a lot more caves out there. Well, I don't think the flooding of this place will pose any issue to you, but anytime you find the need to look for more things. The way that we came from is open now, and there's many more tunnels that way.
Oh,
How curious you are.
say that again.
Depends on how curious you are. If you just want to hang around here and stay, that's fine.
No,
I think
I
the
would
boy-
like to see more.
Very well. We, however, are a bit concerned about the flow of water in here. If we need to breathe air, you see, it causes some problems. So we'll be leaving now. If you'd like to come with us, you're welcome to join us.
Okay.
And
Balls is going to try to scale the sides here and see if he can make his way up to the ceiling.
You can make your way up to the
Alright.
ceiling, and it looks like, I mean, right now the hole is not big enough, but with some stone hammers and stuff, somebody can start taking whacks at the ceiling and open up the hole.
See.
I mean, that'll let more water in from up there. What are we else
Yeah,
are we
but
looking?
if we open it up completely, we can grab the boat and go.
Oh, just try to like swim up to the top from there. But I mean, that'll be like swimming up the waterfall.
Oh. Does the boat want to float on its own, or no? It would be capsized, right?
Right.
I guess I'm asking: is the hole is water just like pouring down the hole but it's not like shooting out of the hole, right? It's not like.
It is.
Are we like digging up into a lake, or
Yes.
is there just like oh?
Yes, you're digging up into a lake. Brief calculations look like the rate of water pouring in at the moment is about a foot per hour. You can make the hole bigger to make it come in quicker, and presumably once the room is filled, then you can swim in it because it would be mostly connected to the lake at that point.
Well,
Animals are great at swimming now. I think we're gonna have to go out the way we came in.
I have a potion of water breathing, but that's it. A potion. So yes, I think we'll have to go out the way we came in. Wait, actually, was there another way out the way we came in, or did like the earthquake?
The tunnel collapsed both past the way you came
Oh.
and the way you were going.
All right, well, we're going out this way then.
I
Somehow.
do not like this, but seems like it's their only option.
Yes. Well, all right. This is not going to be good.
How high to the surface is it, do you think? From here.
Longer than we can hold our breath.
Really?
Hmm.
Because, I mean, like, with the potion of water breathing, somebody could swim up with the boat, deploy it, and we could have ropes.
Actually, here's an idea. Do I have anything that would float? Anything made of wood? Yeah, like a crossbow, the shaft of a crossbow or something. Just like snap off the head. Here, cast light on this.
Boop.
And I'll. Oh no, now wait. This won't work because it'll float, but there's too much of a flow of water for it to actually
Right.
go up. We need to wait for it to actually.
At the moment, it won't work.
Yeah. We need to wait for the pressure to equalize here. Which means, let's see. Are there any like depressions in the ceiling where like a pocket of air would end up after this?
A few, and you can also assist with that if you wished. Somebody with hammers
Yes.
that can climb.
Oh,
Do-
also,
do
let's
have
see.
a hammer.
So how wide is the hole? It's
Right now, probably less than a foot.
okay. So it's too small right now. See, okay. You guys seen Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have a boat, and we can just hold it upside down.
What's a pirate?
It's a person who goes around in a boat on water and robs other people who are in boats on water.
Sounds fun.
You know it does, doesn't it? Lots of people think that. But, okay. So, let's go ahead and get out the folding boat, tell it to turn into like a 4-man dinghy, turn it upside down so that it'll, like, hold air as this place fills up with water. And then we can start, like, cracking, and then once we got that, then we can start cracking open the hole wider so that this place fills up faster and so we can actually get out of here.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Yeah. And
Oh,
who wants to hang on to the potion of water breathing? Should I hang on to that for now? I'll see. We'll
do you
see
think
what happens.
Gabagool could swim up in the water? Or would you just sink?
I haven't the faintest clue. I can get Gabagool. Can you climb the walls?
No.
Okay. I'll be honest. I'm not particularly familiar with
kind
the
of
means of
goes
locomotion of.
Yeah, it
Gladys
moves up
cubes.
to the wall and shimmies a little bit against it. Am I climbing?
Are you still touching the ground?
I think so.
Oh, then I don't think so. Well, I guess we'll find out whether or not gelatinous cubes can float. Learn something new every day. Alright, well, unless anyone thinks that we could get out the way we came, but no, the collapse there is pretty complete.
I mean, with
All
a
right.
few days of digging, you might be able to open up the passage.
Just a few. Alright. Okay, well,
I think we've got to make the hole a little bigger. And,
yeah. Get the boat for the air pocket, start opening up the hole, and get ready to swim out of here.
Yep.
But we'll have to shrink the boat back down to get through the hole, I would imagine.
Yeah, we'll just use the air in there to not drown until the pressure equalizes and we can actually start swimming. Sorry, what was that?
That faded out. I didn't hear it.
And start tying some ropes together?
Sure. Yes.
Because some of us are not going to be able to swim that great, remember?
Yeah. Does heavy armor give penalties to swimming? It should. Does it?
Your medium armor does, I think.
I think it might be anything that gives disadvantage to stealth also gives disadvantage to athletics checks to swim, but
That's a good question.
Well, hopefully, if we can deploy the boat in here, then maybe we can get into the boat with our gear, and the collapse will happen around the boat and not on it.
no, but I mean if we're in the boat in here, that won't do any good because it can't fit out through the hole. Yeah, we
don't have any holding items though, so the best we can do for our gear is like tie ropes to it.
Mm-hmm. We got a holding thing for the. We don't have that much gear. I guess the armor is the only thing, but yeah, all right. Well, we'll see how this goes. So yeah, boat flip over, create air pocket, open hole.
Yep, you can flip open the boat to have an air hole. With Falls' ability to climb, he can get up there and chip away at the ceiling. Which every time you chip away at the ceiling, the water starts to fall in faster.
It might be wise
Go ahead.
It might be wise if we tie ropes to each other, just so we don't get separated. Whatever happens.
You can do that. There is a slight decline into this room, so the rest of the temple slowly goes uphill. So if it matters, people can back up to like the first corner room you came to and still be dry more or less while the rest of the hallways begins to flood.
Okay.
And then, it takes about an hour or two to get the hole big enough for people to fit through. So a good 5 feet. Because once you get to it about 3 feet or so, it begins to widen on its own a little bit. And at that point, the water is more than halfway in this room, so 5 feet deep. And Glabagool seems to be floating slightly, bobbing on the water.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
not completely submerged, not touching the ground, but not floating on top of it, but he is buoyant.
That's nice.
This is fun, I think. And a little bit later, the water fills the room completely. You guys have some air to prepare yourself. And I think you move at half speed swimming.
Yeah.
What is holding breath? I think you get a round or two for free, right?
And a creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier.
Yeah, so at least 1 minute. So with help, once this room fills with water and you start to make your way up the passage, you are only swimming for about 30 feet before you hit the surface of a river.
Yeah, we all get swept away.
It's a slow-moving river at this point.
Is there a place nearby where we can climb out of the river?
Yeah, you can get to a small, not very large, but a small shore. Enough to dry out, set the boat up, get on the boat. This is not big enough for the ship, though, where you are now. But it doesn't take long. If you guys wish to swim with the help of the boat, the sinkers, the heavy armor people can stay in the boat, and the light armor people can float along beside it. You are not far from the lake.
How that'll work.
We can end
Yeah.
there.
Okay. And Globagool is floating along with us, or?
Globagool floats he doesn't seem to have much control in the water.
Yeah.
He never learned to swim.
And on shore, he moves very, very slowly, so you will probably outpace him relatively quick. But for the time being, he is hanging along.
He's doing his best.
Yeah, he is doing his best.
Oh. Also, something that occurred to me with the risk of possibly having to leave stuff behind here was, I can bond to 2 weapons. I'm bonding to my weapon. Do we have any other weapons I should bond to, so in case you lose them, I can get them back?
Good question. I have that Venom Dagger, and we have that new Drow Dagger, but I don't know what the...
Yeah, we have the Drow Dagger and the Drow Mace that we don't know if there's anything too special about those yet. We can inspect those, see if there's anything we can figure out with them. But I guess the Venom Dagger probably. That's a
Sure.
useful magic item.
Yeah, it's been pretty useful.
All right, I'll go ahead and I'll be bonded to that, so I can disarm you whenever I want.
Fair enough.
All right, and yeah, yes, we got a whole bunch of random stuff. We have to figure out what it does next time.
Cool.
Also, because reasons, you guys, at one of your stops while you are resting, you find... Oh, wait a minute, I have it here. Yeah, here. In the chat.
Oh boy, so, I will. That's a lot of coins. All right, I think the pouch of coin holding is going to be a bit overloaded here.
Need to exchange some of this.
Oh, don't forget the... where was it? 12 Electrum, right?
Yeah, 14 Electrum.
14 Electrum and the mace.
Yep, got those on the list.
And with that, I will be ending the stream. Thank you, everybody that happened to be watching or will watch in the future.
Yeah, good night.